All right, Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for November 20th to the 26th of 2017. And this video is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, definitely check out the link down in the description. We're using the actual size of the constellations here, which means the signs are different, and you want to make sure you're watching this video for the right sign. All right, so Sagittarius, this week we just had that new moon last Saturday, last weekend, in your 11th house of friends and of your future aspirations. So really good week for implementing this stuff. If it was new insights or if it's just this sense of freshness about it, great for implementation, especially as we get to the week's end, which will be the first quarter phase, which is really when the tire meets the pavement and we're really taking the action and putting in that grit to move those things forward. And let's not forget too that you do have Venus in your 11th house. So not only is it the time of moving this future stuff, network group stuff forward, but it's enjoying it as well. Great week for enjoying it. Some positive aspects with Venus too, which we'll look at. And as a reminder too, you know, this whole theme is really about your career and your productive life at this time. You got Mars up at the top of the chart, really good for putting in drive and motivation when it comes to your career, but things should continue to expand with your ruler in that 10th house there as well. Now, this week, it's a very easy week, actually, collectively speaking. On Monday, we're still under a bit of the influence of Mars square Pluto, which is a bit of that tension energy if you were feeling it on Sunday. But that's easing up a little bit. It may have to do with that career stuff. But probably more than likely, it has to do with either some rest, getting some rest in your life, or your self-expression or your joys. If there's any tension or anything with that, that's easing up, especially once we get into about Tuesday when Pluto then sextiles Venus. And so this is the positive support coming into the friend sector, the community sector, the future aspirations, feeling hopeful about your future and maybe even the world at large. There's just a bit of this positive energy about making some changes here. You may also find that you want to make some positive changes with your routine or your health or your work, your day-to-day work. And so there's just an opening for that. You can utilize that. And I think it's a great part of the week to do so if you're guided to. Now, Neptune is going station direct on Wednesday. So there was this bit of a pause with what has been over the past 10 years, you know, this importance of being more present with your mind, really being aware if there are any idealizations about ideas or the mind or communication, and just being as present as we can with our mind, with communication. And so that has been on the back burner the past 6 months during Neptune's retrograde, but now it's moving forward. And so now it's about implementing. There's likely going to be some sort of shift here midweek about how you view things practically, about how you think about things, about communication, something in that realm. And so great, implement that. I think for the next 6 months, you can implement this more faith and trust when it comes to this practical stuff in life. And as a result, bring in more of that peace, tranquility to the mind, to the communication, and whatever else is involving that immediate environment of yours. Could also have to do with peers and siblings for some of you. Now, once we get into about Friday, the sun does go into Scorpio, which is your 12th house. And this is the house of essentially finding peace in life. Your Mercury's been already transiting the 12th house for about the past couple weeks. So, you know, things maybe, you know, when we're trying to figure them out, when Mercury's in the 12th, it may be confusing. That's not always, it's free will based. It's not always the case. But the point here is that it's a really good time to be intuitive, listening to your dreams, your inner guidance, all of this more receptive type of information, and maybe doing some things like automatic writing or poetry, arts, you know, involve writing and this connection with the ethers and writing in your practical mind. But anyways, you got the sun shifting in here. So your focus will likely go into more of the spiritual dynamics of life. And that'll be good. It'll be a good weekend, maybe for that rest, relaxation, whatever it is. Bringing some habits back into balance. If there's any unhealthy habits you've been bringing back into balance these past couple of years with Saturn transiting that 12. But yeah, and also just kind of finishing it up. You know, Saturn's leaving your 12th now. So finishing up any spiritual work, psychological work, again, so you can have more peace and tranquility. It's really, at the end of the day, what the 12th house is all about. Now on Friday as well, Mercury is going to be scoring up to Chiron. So as a minor note, if on an internal level any wounds do come up about relationships or about that career, know that everything is good here on an objective level. It's just that there are some wounds coming up. So do that inner healing and acceptance, and I think you'll feel healed, especially as you get into Saturday when then Mercury trines Uranus. So even on Friday, there is this spontaneity about relationships. Excellent weekend for this. Trying some new and different things, maybe some new relationships coming into your life, unexpected, maybe from the past, possibly with Uranus in the 4th, or spending some time with home or family. What was the other thing? Yeah, in terms of your career, actually. So, there might be something new and different with what you're thinking about your career, some new ideas, or maybe you're implementing them, maybe a new career opportunity. It's a very nice aspect, and it is all about spontaneity and bringing in some excitement and some change so you can have more freedom in your life, freedom with your relationships, freedom with your career as well. So the week does end on Sunday with Venus trining Chiron. So on a minor note with this, that same area that I think you can be enjoying with, again, your friends, your network circles, or your aspirations. You feel quite healed with this, quite healed about the future, friends, maybe even your routine as well, feeling rejuvenated, which then leads you into next week. All right, so Sagittarius, have a great week. I hope this video was helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comment section, and I'll see you all very soon for the next forecast. Take care.